Have you been struggling to finish a family photo book? It's okay. You could do what I have done, and that is I've quit making photo books. Join me now, and I'm going to share a whole bunch of other things I've quit that has helped me enjoy my family photo collection so much more. Hi, my name is Molly, and I have organized millions of print and digital pictures over the past nearly 15 years here at Pixologie. And because I do what I do, I inherit pictures from different parts of my family, and the projects just kind of keep piling up. And I realized in order to keep my sanity, I had to quit doing some things. Now, before I start sharing what those are, I want to tell you that over the years, we have figured out a system here at Pixologie for organizing and saving family photos. It's simple. There's 3 steps. You organize, digitize, and preserve. And you kind of repeat it with whatever project you're working on. If you want to know more about our system, watch that video next or see the link down in the description. Each of the things that I have quit definitely fit into that 3-step system that we teach here. And what you need to know is you can quit some of the things. You do not have to do all the things that you can do with your pictures to have a meaningful family photo collection. So let's dive in to the other things that I have quit doing. Number 1 is I quit scrapbooking, which is how we even started Pixologies because of our scrapbooking days. And back in 2013, when we launched our business, I realized I simply did not have the time to be taking months on end to make one album for our family photos. And I let it go. I found that making photo books was actually so much more efficient doing it on a computer and ordering them online. So I made photo books for years. Now, the second thing that I quit doing is I quit taking so many photos. You have to delete some of your pictures. And if you take a ton of photos at an event, it takes forever to swipe through and figure out, which are the best expressions to keep and all of that. So I stopped taking so many photos. When I'm at an event, I make sure to grab some close-ups of who was there and some pictures maybe of the interactions, where we were, maybe a picture of the centerpiece, and I call it a day. Stop taking so many photos. It really will simplify your life. The next thing I stopped doing, and this was really hard for me because I just love photos and the memories and sharing them so much. But the next thing I had to quit doing was being disappointed when my family wasn't as enthusiastic as I was about sharing photos and looking at photo books and finding, memories that have been buried away. I realized that I am doing this for me, and that had to be the first and foremost thought in my mind. I'm doing it because I love it. And my family, they'll come around, and they have at points. It's actually more meaningful to be at some family event and a memory it gets talked about, and I can bring it up on my phone, and all of a sudden we're talking about the stories and memories, spontaneously. So we cannot expect our family to be as thrilled as we are when we're done with the project, or even to help us. Remember this, you are doing it for you first, and your family will come around at some point, if they haven't already. The next thing I quit, I think some of you might identify with. Imagine you're at a family event and you're taking some pictures, but someone else, maybe your cousin, takes the best picture and you want that photo. I no longer rely on that person to someday get the picture to me. Oh no, when I'm at an event and someone takes photos that I want, I hunt them down before it's over. I get their phone and we work through getting their pictures to my phone. If you wait, weeks or months after an event's over and that photo is really important to round out the day, well, the chances are the person isn't going to know how to send it. They'll send it in a small file and it'll be pixelated, or they won't have it anymore. So you got to get those right away. The next things that I have quit are tech related. And certainly over the last 15 to 20 years, we have seen so much evolve in how we manage our digital pictures. This is like revolutionary to me, is I quit believing that I needed to have one digital home for my photos. This literally is impossible if you want to have a meaningful photo archive of your family memories. You can't do it. So I have 2 digital homes. My camera roll on my iPhone is my one place for all the day-to-day pictures over the past, whatever years. All my day-to-day, screenshots, photos for information. Some of the family photos are mixed in there. So my phone is the one location. And then my main family photo collection is in forever permanent storage. And it has really been a game changer for me because I can go to my forever account and just look at my family photos without it having the mixed up garbage of the day-to-day photos that we don't need to save. And I guess if you want to have one digital home, that's okay, but you're going to have all these things mixed in with your family memories, and I don't think that's ideal. The next technology thing that I quit being tied to one device. I use both Macs and PCs. I've used Android phones and iPhones and iPads, and I realized some time ago that it was so frustrating to move photos from one device to another or make sure that they were connected. There's just a lot of risk when you're moving pictures around, and you could lose some. And you may not even want to throw or get rid of the old devices because your photos are on there, but you don't know what to do with it. So you quit using the device for your photos. How do you do that? Well, hold on to your seats. You actually choose a cloud storage. When we first started Pixologie, over 10 years ago, nobody wanted to use cloud storage, but today it is so commonplace. I store my photos in forever permanent storage, but there are other cloud storage sites out there. The beauty of this is no matter what device I'm on, Mac, PC, work computer, at home, my phone, I have access to my photo collection. Even when our lab puppy in July chomped on my MacBook Pro, destroyed the computer, all I had to do when I got the new computer is log into Forever, and my photo collection was there just as I had left it. Also on the technology front, I stopped adding tags or keywords to my photos. Back when photo management software first came out, which I think was around 2006 or 7, you could add tags. And these were great because you could get groupings of pictures, by name, by holiday, by subject, by hobby, whatever. You were tagging pictures. And I realized that I could no longer take the time to tag everything in my photos. And I just stopped doing it. It is important to me at certain times. When I have a project that I'm working on, I will tag pictures for that project, like our annual calendar, or when our old lab passed away, I tagged all of the photos of Tilly, and I could share that link with my family, and they could enjoy the memories of that dog. So tagging and keywords, I don't do it anymore unless I have a specific need for it. And these days, artificial intelligence is seeping into everything that we do, including our photos. Facial recognition, object recognition, even the ability to search, a word in pictures it's all evolving so fast, and that's going to help us more and more. I wanted to just revisit how I've quit making photo books. It wasn't intentional. I realized all of a sudden that I wasn't making them for myself. And this happened earlier this year when I was making a photo book for my church girlfriends. We've been on a few really fun travel trips over the past few years, and we thought, we'd put it all in a photo book. When I was done making the photo book and I went to order copies for us, I thought, I don't need a copy of it. And I did not order myself one. And I thought, is there something wrong with me? And I'm just at this point in life where clutter really is bothersome to me. And I have all of the memories of the trip right here, in an album in my Forever account, and I let it go. I didn't order a photo book. And I'm not saying I'm not going to make a photo book in the future, but at this point, I'm done with it. And I'm okay with that. I know talking about cloud and artificial intelligence can make some people feel nervous, like, is your data actually safe? Let me know how you feel about it in the comments below. I'd be curious. Another thing that I've quit doing for 99.9% of my photos is I've quit editing them. I just don't have time to review all the photos and edit, like cropping them and that sort of thing. Phone cameras have come so far, I feel like the majority of my photos look just fine. And if I want something cropped, I'll do it when I'm ordering prints or for a specific reason. So I don't edit photos anymore. The last thing that I've stopped doing is expecting perfection. And I'll even go so far as to say I didn't really expect photos to be organized and preserved perfectly, but I still agonize on how well, as a professional photo organizer, I'm bringing a client's collection together in a meaningful way. I always feel like there's more I could do. And the reality is, when you look at how a photo collection starts, and then what you get it to, it's so much better, 5,000 times better than what it was. Remember this truth. Our families are never going to notice the little details that we obsess over. When the time comes to share these moments, memories, and stories, done is so much better than perfect. I hope that this video has given you some comfort and some ideas as you ponder simplifying your photo projects. If you are looking for guidance or motivation or a plan, I would have you check out the link below and sign up to be notified about our photo challenges that we have coming up. Sometimes being in a group working on your photos and having access to some help is all you need to get the wheels churning and the photos getting saved. And if you want to learn more about forever permanent storage, watch that video next. All right, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you the next time.